Duncan, what insights did the Chicago Exchange or CME bring to your career?
So I was about 22, 23 when I went over to Chicago. And I'd previously worked on some of the exchanges in the UK. But Chicago was the place to be. But as an experience, it's better to look at it from outside the pit than from inside. And you understand immediately what you're good at and what you're not good at. And I certainly wasn't good at being in the pit. These guys, they were huge. They were brutes. Fast, sharp. Being on the outside, you could see these guys at work. It was insane. The noise was incredible. The buzz was amazing. But if you're trading as a local on the exchange, you could almost do anything. But you also saw people make fortunes overnight and lose fortunes overnight. And I think from Ingmar's experience, watching people lose money is pretty brutal to see, because they had to get themselves up again the following day and start all over again. And many people did, but it was a small percentage that actually were able to continue to do that. But you can't do that forever. And many people actually burnt out. And you would also see individuals that would save up their money. They would get family and friends to back them. And even some people in the pit would back them. And then they would go in and everything was great and it would be brilliant for a little bit of time. And suddenly something would happen again. Overnight. Back to the day job again. So you were watching people live dreams and having those dreams taken away from them. For me, I always wanted to be on the outside looking in, not on the inside. But I think it shaped my trading experiences as well, because you realize it's the altitude analogy. You want to have as many shots as you possibly can at continuing this process. You blow it all in one go, it's all over, and it's doubly hard to get back again. So it's those sort of experiences were it was slightly life-changing for me, because I knew what I couldn't do, B, I knew what I wanted to do, and then C, trying to put that into action. And I'm here now to sort of live the tale, I suppose. But I've never risked too much, but I've never risked too little either. So you've got to find a balance. And once you find that balance, I think life then it sort of becomes a lot easier.
I would like to know if you still trading these days, and when was the last time you opened a position?
Why does he have the best questions all the time?
Thank you very much.
Yes, I am still trading, yes. And so my last trade was, let me think. Last trade was, actually, it was, let me think now. Hard question.
You're doing many.
Don't tell her you're shorting gold. Or Nasdaq.
So the last trade was going long Intel, but at the same time, so also before that, so I went long US 10-year futures. And so my trading these days is, I would say it's like midterm trading, in that sense that I trade once or twice a month. Probably one of the reasons is that I simply don't have as much time anymore. And secondly, I think it's actually better if you trade less, but you're more confident about these trades. Yeah.
Yes, NASDAQ, 2.5 hours ago. 25 pips profit.